What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the Aces High podcast. We're your hosts, Miriah and Ty. Ty, happy Monday. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's been a good Monday. How you doing?
Doing good, good. Hanging in, the usual.
Yep.
Chat, what's up? Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Everybody out there that watches on replay, that's not in chat, what's up to y'all? We appreciate you all as well. Throwback, what's up? Don, what up, what up? Appreciate you both. Daniel Barry, what's good? So before we get into anything, we are going to draw the winner of the giveaway for the Las Vegas Aces towel and the Jackie Young card. We were supposed to draw it during last week's episode, but we weren't here last week, so we just, pushed it on along to this week.
Yeah.
And even being extended, only 3 people entered, so, good luck to you 3. Let me pull up.
They got high odds of winning.
Exactly. Shit, as long as one person enters, I don't care.
Nope. Lucky them. but
there's somebody to win.
Good luck to the 3 that entered.
Yep. All right. So we're going to be doing duck hunt. The last duck standing is the winner. So it's going to shoot 2 ducks down. And then the last one left will be the winner. So good luck. We got Dawn. We have 55 Bodman, and we have AJ. So good luck to you 3. Remember, the last duck left is the winner. Here we go.
Last duck alive. Oh, wait. Did it freeze? Is it me? I'm moving. Oh, there it goes.
No. It just takes a while.
Gotcha.
Done. 55 Bodman is out. So the winner is AJ.
All right. Congrats.
So congrats. I'll make sure to tag them in the video, congratulating them as well. If you happen to be watching now, congrats to you. And if you're on X or Twitter, you can DM me your mailing info and I'll get that out to you. If you're not, then, let me know and I'll get you my email info. And yeah, congrats to all 3 of you. I appreciate all 3 of you for entering. People acted like it was such a hard thing to do, to be able to just comment their favorite WNBA player on the post. And, literally that was it to enter. But
being all shy.
Yeah. So congrats. I appreciate you 3 for actually entering and being a part of it. All right. So we want to get into, we've talked about how many coaching openings there have been this season. And our last episode, remember I had asked Ty, I'm like, this just seems crazy. Have we ever had, anything like this before? And I actually found some numbers today. And it says When next season starts, 58.3% of the teams in the league will have a different coach from the one they ended the 2024 season with. That is the highest percentage of teams making off-season head coaching changes in league history. And that doesn't include Golden State Valkyries.
Mm-hmm.
So 58.3% of the teams will be starting with the new head coach. That's so crazy. So it's only right that we start with Tyler Marsh, 49ers, Las Vegas Aces assistant head coach, who is now the head coach of the Chicago Sky. So the Aces lose a second coach. We already talked about, us losing our assistant coach to go to be the head coach of the Valkyries. And now Tyler leaves to go to Chicago. If you watch this show or you follow me on Twitter at all, you know that I just knew, I've been talking, that it's only a matter of time before, Tyler got a head coaching job, and that, he deserved it. But you also know that this is probably, even over Becky, my favorite coach on the Aces squad. So like, this one definitely stings. It hurts. I joined in on the Aces fun, led by Sid, of course, on Twitter the day that it announced that Tyler got the job. And, like, we were posting all kinds of stuff like about him leaving because, his last interview, he talked about, he didn't want to go anywhere. He was going to stay in Vegas. And, this is the place he wanted to be, which is as coach speak. Of course, you're not going to, pass up, your opportunity to have your own team to stay somewhere as an assistant coach. Right. So, but, it was fun to just give him a hard time. He did tweet me back, saying, because I had said, thank you. Just because, it means a lot. I talk about this to you guys all the time. It means a lot to any of these, players, coaches that come into my city and make a difference, not just on the court, but off the court. And he's one of those. He, always in the off season would be here putting time into the community, and then you help bring 2 championships back to back to the city of Las Vegas, the first championships ever to this city. And he's a part of that, that's something they can never take away. Right. So like, he's always going to hold a special place, when it comes to the Aces, to me, because he was a part of that. He's also like one of the few like coaches that actually like talk to and respond back and forth with the fans, like on Twitter, and that's something that goes a far way too. Like, it only takes a couple minutes out of somebody's day to respond to a tweet, and yet when you have thousands of them, that's a lot of time out of your day. So when somebody like that takes the time, the players too, there's multiple players that respond back as well. But Tyler's always been one of those, you tweet to him, he's going to respond back. He always put out the tweet before game days, game day need it. That's part of my game day routine, was getting on Twitter, sharing that, tweeting back to him, like, big dub, need it, always was what I would reply back with, and so now, like, I got to see him tweeting to another fan base about game day need it. But, congratulations to him. It's definitely well-deserved. He was a big part, everybody knows about, the come up of Jackie Young. There was a point where, people were ready to write off these first round draft picks in, Kelsey Plum and, Jackie Young. And he comes along and has a big part in just changing, and helping these girls, become who they are today. So, it hurts. Like I said, it still stings, like, but I love to see people, especially from Vegas, going on, that was a part of what we did here, and then going on to do great things. So I wish him nothing but the most success ever, except for when he's playing the Aces, of course. And also, I'm glad that it was the Chicago Sky out of any other team that it could have possibly been, because those that know that Chicago Sky is like my second team that I kind of adopted. And so, and real quick before I let you go, Ty, we talked about these rookies on, these specific teams and how important it was to get a good coach in there to be able to take these, now second year players and do the most with them, right? Like give them the best chances to succeed in this league. And I'm very glad that Angel and Camila both now have Ty as their head coach to be able to do that. Thoughts?
Yeah. I want to echo everything you said because you were spot on. I don't want to repeat everything you said, and bore people, but what a great hire. It's funny, you first mentioned how the Aces staff could be totally different, just even the front office staff, everything. And you were the first to say Tyler could be the next Aces head coach next season. Like he's there, he's ready. And like that made me start thinking, yeah, Tyler's ready. Like he could be a coach. Sure enough, Chicago, they had him pegged, right? They're not waiting like all these other teams to name their head coach. They reached out and got their guy, and they got a good one, just from knowing the X's and O's, player development, getting the team and winning situations. Like he knows ball. He knows this league. And I'm very happy for him because he's well deserving of it, and you hate to see like good people just sitting around and wait around for years to get their opportunity, especially when there's tons of positions open like now. He got one, and sad to see him go because like you said, what everything he brings and what he means to the players here. Like you saw Sid going off and she did it in a fun way, but it's because Sid, like he meant something. He means something to the Aces, right? Like she's sad to see him go, and I'm sure other players are too. So Chicago got themselves a good one. I'm happy he's there, just like you, because that is a young team with a good nucleus of players that he could do things with. And like you saw his development with Jackie Young, imagine him with a Kennedy Carter, another explosive, dynamic guard, right?
Yeah.
Then he's got Camilla and Angel there. Like they've got pieces and they're growing. So he's able to like help build them up. And it's going to be fun to see. Like I'm going to be really locked in onto Chicago this upcoming season just to see him work with them.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So I'm just ecstatic for him. As a person, the player, you've talked about him, and if you've watched any of the Aces videos that they put out featuring him, you see all that he does. It doesn't go unnoticed. So it's much, much deserved, and I wish him nothing but success. And I'm generally happy for him because I think he's a great guy and well deserving of it.
Yeah. Too, we had talked about on the episode following Teaspoon getting let go from Chicago about how Angel, specifically was very upset about that and how it tweeted out, and we saw, even what was it, New York, when they won the championship, Teaspoon and Angel were there together, so they're like, they still had, like, they're close, right? Like, and
they still have a relationship.
that was that was like a smack in the face to Angel. Like she didn't know that was coming, right?
No.
And like there's been several Chicago Sky events that have taken place since, and Angel has not been at them, including the ribbon cutting, ground breaking ceremony for their like facilities being built and all that. And so I know that a lot of the fans were questioning, like, well, what's up? Is she that mad that now she's not going to things, like, how's this going to work, with the new coach and yada, yada, like, and starting to question, like, what was up, right? Now that Tyler was announced as being the head coach, Angel, immediately started tweeting about it, as being happy, several things. She was even tweeting back and forth with the Aces players, like getting in on the fun, like, pretty much like, well, too bad we got him now, like, sorry about it. So I love to see that, like, I'm so glad for her that, they actually hired somebody that, wasn't, I don't want to say somebody that she didn't approve of, because really that doesn't matter, but you know what I'm saying, like somebody that she approves of, because that is important. That's your star player, so if you're hiring a head coach in there that either she's not going to, see eye to eye with, or, that's not going to do the best for her career, then that is a problem, so
exactly.
I'm glad that we get, Tyler in there into a spot that not only, not just any head coaching, because they did announce that he'd like was in consideration for other head coaching jobs as well, but he chose this guy. So, it was like a perfect fit for him, because it was a place that also needed him. Like, like he could have had any other of the head coaching jobs, but this place specifically needed somebody like him. So I'm glad that, he's in there. So let's move along. I know, speaking of other players that kind of were in shock when their head coach got fired, that was the Sparks with Kurt Miller.
Yeah.
And, so there was a lot of questions where he was going to end up, all that. Well, to the surprise, he does not take a head coaching job. He takes a GM job with the Dallas Wings. What are your thoughts on this? Because I don't know. Do you think, because they don't have a head coach yet, so he'll be in on the hiring. So at least they did that right, because they did fire Latricia Trammell, whatever her name is. So he will get to, be in on the hiring of his own head coach now. But how do you think that he does in that GM role, and as his first time, right, as a GM?
Yeah, his first time. And I don't know. Like, it's a big question mark. Like, can he put together a roster? Can he make the moves to build a roster? We don't know. It's going to be interesting. First things first, he's got to hire a coach. That's his first priority right now. And who's he going to go get? Now, the beautiful thing is, the coaching circle is kind of small. Everyone kind of knows each other, right? So I'm sure he can find a good, successful candidate. He's had good assistants that he's worked with. So hopefully he pulls the right person in. That's number one. And then I'm hoping he doesn't have the hubris or the ego to say, hey, I'm going to make all these moves myself. Like, talk with your coach and try to figure this out together, because you got to be in unison. I think that's where a lot of things tend to separate with these organizations, where the GM just wants to be the person that does everything. And like, okay, coach, you deal with this. And it's like, this player doesn't fit what we do. Why'd you do this? So I'm hoping he does that. But I didn't see this one coming.
Oh.
And we talked about him, possibly being a coach for another team. So, but Dallas being, kind of on the low end of the standings the past few years, I think they wanted to get some people with some real league experience in there to try to like make some moves and improve themselves. And this was the first, stepping stone there. Like, Kurt's been around forever. Let's bring him in and let's see if we can build a roster with him.
Yeah. What's up, McNiner? I see David. You. Rob D, quick pop in.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Yeah, that was very surprised when I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on to the Indiana Fever. Another one we talked about that was important, that they got this head coach search right.
Yep.
With the young talent that they have in there. So they hire Stephanie White, who some considered the hottest head coach that was available, out of the ones that had recently separated from their teams. And so they hired her November 1st. It says 4 days after she parted ways with the Sun, White returns to Indiana, where she was head coach for 2 seasons in 2015 and 16. 4 years as a player in the early 2000s and 4 more as an assistant, including the 2012 championship season prior to her head coaching stint. So, and we talked, I'm so glad, hopefully she is the right person. We'll see. But you guys know from literally, I feel like the first week of the season, could care less about the Indiana Fever as a team or any of the players on that team. I do not give a shit about them. But I do care about players in the league as a whole. And I didn't know shit about Christy Sides. I knew she wasn't the right friggin' head coach for there, or maybe not anywhere in the WNBA. And I didn't give a shit what happened as long as they got that lady out of there, because I could just not stand to have her coaching that team and literally running the talent like into the floor. Like, it was just fucking disgusting what she was doing. So I'm glad that they did the right thing and didn't give her a second chance or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and got rid of her. Now, Stephanie White, was she the right choice? What do you think, Ty?
Yeah, she's a good coach. We know she will use the talent properly. And I think that was the number one thing with Indiana. We know their big three, who they are. You got the 2 guards in the center. I don't need to name names. But then it's like everyone else was kind of like, you're just a throw-in.
Yeah.
It seems that's the way they treated them. She treated them like they were just a throw-in. And like Lexi Hall rode the bench for half the season. Why? Why? She's an excellent defender, hustles, can shoot the 3. Why is she just riding the bench and barely seeing any burn? And then it's like, let me throw in there because this person is dealing with an ankle injury. It's just, why? That made no sense. And the constantly switching of the 3 and the 4. I mean, the 4 spot. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So yeah. That's why she had to go. Stephanie knows how to utilize talent. She knows how to put together different like rotations on the floor and get everyone involved. She knows how to not overwork her superstars, which is a key thing. Like I don't know why you can't rest a certain player. Like they need to rest every once in a while, right? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they got a good one. She's excited to be there. That's a great thing. She's excited to return home. So I think they'll be fine. They're in very good hands. She comes from a winning environment, and she's going to bring that culture to this team and help propel them even further.
Yeah. Hopefully. So both the 2, teams that we talked about, with the young, obviously big name rookies that had entered the league last season, are both the 2 teams that get their head coaches first. I don't think, probably no surprise there. I think, if you're a head coach, you're probably banging down doors, trying to work with, those rookies, to now second year players, but you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully they are both in good hands. Well, Camila too, all involved in good hands. I don't think any other Let me make sure. Did I miss any that made a move? I
No,
think
that
that
was
was
it.
it, right?
That's
Yeah.
it so far.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what these teams are waiting for. You would think they want to get a head coach in there, with enough time to get prepared for the draft and, the expansion
Exactly.
draft and all this stuff. Like, very strange.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
would be
Because it's not
trying
a
to hire
regular
a head coach
year.
as fast as possible. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't have as
It's not a
much time
regular
this year.
year. Yeah. Like you got expansion draft coming up, and then every team seems to have a ton of free agents.
Yeah.
So you need to start planning out now what moves we're going to make. Can we fit these people, etc., etc. Like you can't just sit on your ass and wait. So these other teams need to get on it, and there's a lot of good candidates out there still that they can be interviewing and sign up.
Yeah. Let me ask you this before we get into I'm gonna pull up the Unrivaled
Yeah.
roster. But before we get into that, I know that there's been, some talk amongst fans about players maybe not wanting to go play with Caitlin because of what her fans bring. A lot of the players spoke out, about the racism, the harassment,
Mm-hmm.
different things that they went through this season. Do you think those players that maybe were on the fence of, is this worth it? Because, on the other hand, some people might want to play with Caitlin because she's
Yeah.
so good at what she does, right? And she's only getting better. If you're a player that's a good shooter, we know she's, a great passer. So, like, that's something you're going to want to work with. But, like, if you're on the fence of, okay, is it worth it? Is it worth, like, possibly getting harassed and racism that comes along with some fans and all this? Do you think now that they have Stephanie White in there as a head coach that possibly can move the needle to get some of these players in there to play that maybe weren't necessarily rushing to go play with and for a Christie Sides?
Well, having Stephanie as a coach is a plus. So, I think with the young nucleus they have and them on the rise and playing in a real full arena, a big arena, I should say. It's all a draw. That's all positives. But like you said, the fan, and they're not really even fans. Like
Right.
I hate to use that word
Yeah.
for this group of people, but those people that bring the negativity to it, I think is still a turnoff because it's a small league, and all
Yeah.
these players, they talk, and then someone knows someone, so they all know these stories and they all know how it is, and everyone saw how these people attacked Indiana players to begin the season and throughout the season. Like, so it's not even like attacking opponents.
Right.
They attacked players on the team that they're supposed to be representing. And it's like, why do I want to play in front of these people? Why do I want to be harassed? Why? You know? Like, and we talked about this on the show. Aaliyah Boston is the sweetest person on earth. Like,
Yeah.
she's made from good stuff. And for her to be harassed and threatened, to the point where she's got to get off social media and keep her mind right, that's terrible. And I don't think anyone would want to deal with that. So until like that part hopefully goes away, I think it's going to still be a turnoff for a lot of people. Like, I don't see free agents saying that's my number one place to go.
Right.
Right? Like play there, nah, I'll pass. Like it's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a shame because, like you said, it's not, you know, like she brought a lot of great fans to the league as well. You know, it's not like it's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark
It's not all.
fans are
Yeah.
this way. They all act this way. It's like
Yeah.
a group of people that hide under the cover of being a Caitlin Clark fan and use that to be able to get in and spew their nasty bullshit, you know? And it's very unfortunate because, like I said, there's great players in this league that should be able to play with a point guard like Caitlin Clark, you know, without it coming along with that disgusting ass bullshit, you know? Like, yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see how their like free agent search comes along, like, you know, who they're able to pull to come play there. But yeah, definitely we'll be keeping an eye on that. Of course, let's pull up. Now, the Unrivaled League was supposed to only be 30 players. They have extended to 36. So the last 6 they haven't announced yet, but they have announced the first 30. So let's take a look at those. A lot of aces. We got a full deck. 5 aces in the mix. So, you know, Unrivaled's pretty smart.
Yeah. They know.
And
bring in
who
winners.
To get in there. Yeah. All right. So the first 2, obviously, Stewie and Queen Fee. Those are the 2 that have started this league. So of course they're the first 2 announced. Then we got the point guard, Chelsea Gray, an ace. I love that she was the 3rd one announced.
Yeah.
We got Enrique. We got the Gold Mamba. We got another ace, Plum Dog. Maybe, hopefully not an ace after this season, but you know. We got Ryan. We got Kalia Cooper. We got Jackie Young. We got the 305 Barbie. Was she the first rookie? Was she? Yeah, she was the first rookie that they announced. Okay, love that. We got, and then, you know, they announced her mom right after, De'Erica Hamby. We got McBucklets, Kayla McBride. We got Marina. The unicorn is who?
Satu Sabali, your player.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because some of these pictures, like some look just like them, but like even this, the Plum Dog hair, but it's just like, what is this? Like, and then I wish like they would have used like their real names, like big, so people could actually know who they are. Like you have to click on each one, but whatever. All right, let's go. So we got our little goggles friend here, Alicia. We got Natasha Cloud. Skylar, Rakia, Dejanay, Vandersloot. Who's this?
Slim, Brittany Sykes from Washington.
Oh yeah, Brittany Sykes, Shakira. Look at this. Tip Hayes out of retirement to play with the Aces, and now Unrivaled. We got the big ass BG that's gonna just stand in front of the hoop and not do shit. But fucking take up space. Azure. Courtney Williams. We got Money Martin, Kate Martin.
Those aces. So, third rookie.
I love having not only, you know, it being an ace, but another rookie on the team. Gotta love it. Aaliyah Edwards, Lexi Hall, and Aaliyah Boston. So far, how many rookies? Because Lexi was a rookie,
that was
right?
4. No, Lexi Hall's not a rookie, but
oh no, she wasn't.
Kate Martin and Aaliyah Edwards. That's 3 and 4.
Kate Martin, Aaliyah Edwards. Oh yeah, Rakia.
And Angel Reese.
An Angel.
So it's Angel 1, Rakia 2. Yeah.
I wonder, is there another? I wonder if there's another rookie. Who do you think? Because I know Caitlin's not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's definitely room for them to bring in
one more. It's like, who could it be?
What's her face? The one that got hurt. Will she be ready
Cameron
by
Brink?
then? Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Cutting it too close.
Yeah.
Because I feel like opening these additional 6 spots, like you have to put another rookie in there.
Yeah. You get another one in there. You never know. Might reach out to Camilla. Get Camilla in there.
But she's playing over
she
there.
She went overseas.
Team,
she already went overseas. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What's her face?
Celeste Taylor went overseas. Who else?
There's gotta be another one in there. Let me see. Let me pull up the list, chat. Let's take a look. WNBA rookies.
Let's see.
Peely. No.
I think, is she playing over? No. She could be one. She'd be great. She's such a good player.
Yeah,
she needs some
playing time. Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ibich? Is she playing overseas?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but she'd be a good one. She was on that, New York team and everything.
So both of them, I think, would be good. Peely and Fevich.
Yeah.
Even though Fevich, it's weird that she's a rookie, but whatever. 50-year-old rookie.
I know.
Like the oldest looking rookie I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like it would throw me off, like because they have to put her as a rookie since it's her first year in the league. But
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like to see her out there on the court and they're like, "Oh, rookie Fevich," like treating her like I know, and I know they have to treat her like a regular rookie, right? Like, but still, like just to put her into, like you're putting her against real rookies that don't have that playing time, that don't have, and like you're holding like the same, like to the same standards, because they're rookies, and it's just like,
yeah,
that old ass lady, like, come on.
I know, right? Like they just started playing professional basketball. She's been playing ball forever. Like
exactly. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, I just want to see them announce Unrivaled, announce these next 6 players. I'm so happy that they were able to expand to get extra 6 in there. I think it'll help keep the players, fresh and healthy. And that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exciting. And I'm dying to see who these freaking coaches are going to be. Like,
yeah,
like get on it.
Yeah, because it starts in January. Like,
yeah, like get on it.
Know, and they're just not announcing it, or even these last players, like, are they not going to get time in there? Like, they're not going to have like no training camp or no time to work with their teams.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And like is the team going to change every week, or are they going to do like a draft, or like how are they going to make the teams? Like, we still don't know any of that. And like it's supposed to start in January.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, now is the time to start announcing this stuff because it's literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
So, hey, get the information out there, get it announced. We know you've worked on it and everything. What's the holdup? So let's get it. I mean, you got a TV contract, you got team names, all this stuff. Put it out there. Oh.
So for those that don't know, real quick, each team now that it expanded is going to have 6 players. So the team names, we got the Laces, not to be confused with the Aces, like the shoelaces. Okay. We got the Lunar Owls, the Mist, the Phantom, the rose and the
Mhm.
vinyl, like
Yep.
record vinyl.
Yep.
The vinyl. So once I'm not going to pick a team yet until I know, because I don't want to pick a team and then I get stuck with some shitty players I don't like. So
exactly, they give you the 6 shittiest players, and you're like, what
yeah.
the f?
I'm not. I think they could have done a much better job with the names, but this is what we're stuck with. I do like the Phantom just because it's like a ghost, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The laces, I mean, since my last name's like an L and the laces is with the L, so I might, you know, I could, but maybe the vinyl, I don't know.
The vinyl being a record, I see what they did there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some goodness to it. I mean, the rose was a simple one, a rose with a basketball in the middle. That one's really easy. But yeah.
The
but we'll see.
Owl.
Yeah. I just need them to announce these players, then announce the teams. Like if you're drafting or whatever, let's get it on.
Yeah.
Like, sheesh.
We're running out of time here.
Yep.
And like you want to give your fans time. Like, you know, like they have merch, but you're not going to go out and buy merch if you don't know who's going to be on your freaking team yet or any of that. So like give your fans time to, oh, okay, this is my team, you know, get their people set up, get their merch, you know, so that they're able to start following. Like, hello. Shit. You guys are supposed to be the marketing geniuses here. Now get it done right.
Exactly. Execute your business plan already.
Because they are doing a lot of great stuff. So it's just like them taking all this slow ass time to do stuff.
Well, that's the thing. They were moving along, and you're like, all right. Like, seems like every day or every other day there was a player announcement.
Yeah.
And then some information about stuff. And then it seems like it all came to a halt. And it's like, wait a minute. We're a month and a half, 2 months away. You can't stop now.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, like,
what's
do they
going
not
on?
have all the players yet? Like, are they having trouble filling those last spots, or like are they holding them out for a reason? Like, what?
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to find out all that soon, and then we can talk about that and decide what teams we're going to be following. Of course, we're going to talk about all of the teams, you know, but we're going to see. Me and Ty maybe we'll just pick different teams and we'll have to see. We'll have to go against each other the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully Ty gets Kelsey Plum on his team.
Ha! You know she's going to be on yours. She'll be the only ace on your team.
I'm not picking a team that has Kelsey Plum. I'm telling you right now.
Watch they make
her in my off season too.
What if they make a trade?
Yeah, I wonder. Do they trade? They're gonna have a trade deadline. No, I do like her. I mean, she did a lot of great things for Vegas. I'm just tired of her now. Because I mean, like, you have to get better. Like, that's where I'm at. And we didn't win a championship this season, so changes have to be made. And if you're, you know, like, you're supposed to be a star and you're not filling those star shoes. So either you come off the bench or you go play somewhere else.
Yep.
Sorry about it.
There you go.
Hey, we'll be back tomorrow.
Back tomorrow.
49ers Victory Tuesday tomorrow. And we will be drawing. Sorry, can't. Niners, bye. We will be drawing the winner of this
JJ
Juwan Jennings rookie card tomorrow. So if you're not entered, to enter, all you have to do is go find mine and Ty's video from last week talking about the 49ers. You'll know it's the right one because you'll see score predictions on that. You did have to predict the score to the Tampa Bay 49ers game, but since that's already passed, if you haven't gotten in there, just go predict the score to the 49ers Seahawks game on that video, and that's all you have to do to enter. And then we'll do maybe a wheel or something, depending on how many people entered. And we'll draw the winner tomorrow to start the show. So yeah, everybody have a great night. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. All those that hung out with us the whole show. Don, probably you're the only one, so we appreciate you.
You're a real one. We love you.
You definitely are a real one. You are very much appreciated.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, everybody that tuned in, that stopped by, we appreciate you all as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your nights. And Ty and I will see you tomorrow. We're out. Peace.